Always been an artist my whole life, between painting canvas and carving wood and coming up with graphics when I was a skateboarder. And growing up by the ocean, it was just, I grew up fishing in the water and it wasn't hard to pick what I was gonna make. I just knew that I was always making ocean inspired work, and I wanted to do bigger scale stuff and more ideas with metal, and that's kind of where I just started from the bottom with a flux core MIG and went from there, learned the hard way. The internet and YouTube helped me out a little bit, and then it was just off to the races from there. Got my own first plasma cutter and used to do everything from templates. I would draw them up, cut a template out of like wood, cardboard, hard stock paper, trace it out on the material and cut it by hand. In that manner is how I would do everything.
That's insane.
And I still do a lot of pieces that way, like those big tuna.
Right.
I do all that by hand. Yeah, just because I don't have the option. And plus, I love doing it. So it's cool to like have the torch in your hand sometimes too.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm going.
Yeah, I had been looking for one for a long time, and looking on the internet and talking to a buddy of mine that was in the market for getting one himself, and I was looking at you guys. He was looking at ArcLight, and he ended up purchasing himself an ArcLight, and I went with you guys, and I'm just stoked, and he was kind of wondering what the choice I had made, and everybody's like you were saying, who are they, blah blah blah, and it's just been stoked on my choice. Bottom line, just super stoked. American made, it looked solid, it was understandable as far as everything you guys had on the internet and your website, as far as reading all the information there. And it seemed like all the same bells and whistles as far as the motors and everything everybody else was using.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't a hard choice for me, really. And I'm stoked because it's just been working like a champ since I got it. You guys got amazing customer service.
Oh, thank you.
Which helps with, a beginner, of course. And I was cutting usable parts within a week, that I was sellable parts. So, I couldn't be more stoked. Just, I haven't been able to utilize material like that, cutting material by hand, You can actually use every square inch of the sheet.
Right.
So that's always awesome too. Like these light fixtures, they have to be exact. They can't be off an eighth of an inch or it'll be crooked. So everything as far as parts go, or technical parts, this thing's insane. I can cut eighth inch holes, quarter inch holes, perfect circles for base plates or whatever I'm making. I've never had an issue with it. If you get everything leveled and squared, it's gonna cut like a champ. That's been the case for me at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long have I had it now? Not even 4 months?
Something like that, yeah.
And it's almost paid off. So that kind of says it all right there. It paid for itself mighty fast. Not to mention, if you want to count the things that you use that you'd go buy, like square plates or base plates or gussets or whatever, circles, squares, whatever you buy and use, it just saves you money. You just purchase the material. So that's money in the pocket to me too, because those things I got to go buy them in stacks. Now I just make them myself by the piles. So that's you can't beat that. I'm stoked to. This thing's helped grow my business a lot faster than if I was still doing a lot of my pieces by hand, and I'm able to offer a lot more now as far as like exact parts and pieces to clients and stuff. So it's awesome. I can actually offer a exact piece, a replica of something if that's what's wanted, or design something from scratch. So it's just it's going to be fun to see what I do with this thing. I'm stoked this thing's brought, as far as repetitive pieces and work and being able to create things from ideas that I've had, this has made it a lot of that possible for sure. You could go to gallartworks.com or Gall Artworks, my Instagram, and all those will take you to links to my website and everything else.